Dysentery, never. Nothing, no one wants to talk about it, and it's never mentioned, and yet it would have been such a big part of life in the trenches. Microbiologists are waking up to the fact that they have communicated what they know so poorly for so long. I remember 20 years ago, Linda Blackwell, who's here with us today, in second year microbiology, just telling us all about environmental microbiology. I think that was the name of the subject that you taught. And it blew my mind that there were all of these different types of microbes doing all of these amazing things. And yet, the only time you see them mentioned in newspaper or TV is they use the G word. And I would ban the G word if I could.
Germs.
Yeah.
And I ask people frequently, what do you think about germs? And it's a bad word. Something terrible is going to happen about germs. And everything is antimicrobial. Everything is about getting rid of these germs. Of course, we'd be dead without them. I mean, we're a minor player in ourselves because of the role of the microbes. So it's not a bad word, and for communication, but we need to change it. What's wrong with the word microbes?
Yeah, sure. I think the figure I saw something disputing the fact that I have 10 times as many microbes making up me than I have cells. What are phages? Bacteriophages.
Yeah, so bacteriophages, or phages as we call them for short, really simply they're a virus, but they're a really specialized virus that only infects and kills bacteria. And so being a virus, they can't grow and replicate on their own. They need a living, growing bacterial cell to infect, and then they propagate, and then they blow the cell up, and they release hundreds of more phages. Yeah, so phage therapy actually is the use of phages to combat traditionally bacterial diseases, and it started before antibiotics actually. So there's a huge history there, and parts of the world it's still used, and it's still used to treat some diseases and conditions. And they're starting to be brought back. You know, Western culture is more aware of phages. With the antibiotic resistant crisis, there's a lot of research going on looking at phages as an alternative treatment to clear and treat some of these nasty bacterial infections. So it's becoming more and more known, and it's got a 100-year history behind it. So the phages are actually, you know, part of who you are and protecting you and keeping you healthy. So they're the good guys.
Yeah, they tell me that if you look at my genome, your genome, our genome, many of the barcodes are in fact of viruses or whatever that came to stay.
Yep, a lot of remnant viral sequences in our genome. And an interesting thing I'd throw into that is that if you looked at us genomically, the biggest difference between all of us is actually in our phages.
We felt compelled to just keep pushing on when we saw that this important story has been overlooked, and it's a story that still continues to this day with 100-odd million infections a year, a million-odd deaths in the poorest parts of the world from dysentery.